More union outrage. A new contract from the Oshkosh Corporation that would have given pay increases and signing bonuses to local UAW workers was recently rejected by union leaders. With more, let's bring in Vincent Vernuccio from the Competitive Enterprise Institute. All right, Vincent, it was a 3.5% pay increase that they were offered by management. No extra contribution to their benefits, their pension package. They turned it down. And these are workers who make, I think, the MRAP military vehicles at the Oshkosh Corporation, correct?
That's correct. Not overalls like I originally thought. It's the military tactical, light tactical vehicles for the military.
But they turned down a pay increase.
Not only did they turn down a pay increase, they also turned down a signing bonus. And what's just astounding is even the union said this was a great contract, the pay was good, the bonus was good. But, well, we didn't like the way that management is treating us in the plant.
Really?
Really. That's their justification. And what it comes down to is that, you know, there's probably just bad blood between the union and between management.
But in this day and age,
yes,
that is extraordinary that a pay increase and a signing bonus would be turned down. I just want to quote for a moment an academic in Wisconsin talking about the rejection of this contract deal. Let me put it up on the screen so I can quote directly what the academic had to say. It says, "It's kind of obvious, but this clearly demonstrates that economics aren't the only things that matter to workers or unions. The whole issue of dignity and respect is a pretty big one, and that's pretty true in union and non-union environments." So this academic is talking, Professor Cheryl Marato, talking dignity here with a mass unemployment situation. She's saying it's dignity, and that's why you reject a pay increase.
Listen, dignity is extremely important. The way a company treats the workers is extremely important.
Sure.
The problem is that when you have these unionized companies, it's the union that negotiates with the company, and they try to get ahead by blasting management. So a lot of times the unions are the ones causing the bad blood. And the individual employee has no right to go to management and say, hey, this is my grievance. Could you solve it? Could we work together? They have to go through the union. And then you have this conflict between the union and between management, and the employee is just kind of caught in the middle. That's why non-unionized firms like Whole Foods that have an open door policy will probably not get unionized in the near future because the employees love to go to their boss and say, hey, I have a problem, can we work together and fix it? It's the collaboration.
I think there's something a lot more at work here. And what I'm seeing, we've seen this before in the automakers, guys. This company made a lot of money from the wars. They won a ton of contracts. Now we've got one war winding down, probably another one in a year or so. This stock was $63 a year and a half ago. It's falling off a cliff. I don't know who's, you know, I think greed is really driving this. But again, the unions aren't looking at the future for this company. I don't think they're going to be able to match some of these major contracts that they've won over the last couple of years. But it is greed that's driving this.
Well, Oshkosh makes military vehicles.
They've won a
essentially works
tremendous
for the
amount of
Pentagon.
contracts. Yeah.
And the UAW, which unionized this particular company, they think that it's open season. They can just go and demand what they want because it's the taxpayer.
This is what happened to the automakers. Every time they had good years, hey, we want more, to the point they couldn't even compete anymore because these amazing contracts that they were able to
I've got one more union outrage for you, and you uncovered this one for us. Let me run some videotape. And you took your camera and your microphone down to a demonstration in Washington, D.C. by the Carpenters Union, I believe. And that's you right there. You were asking these people, well, who are they? Who were those people demonstrating walking the picket lines for the Carpenters Union? Who was it?
Well, Stuart, I got to plead ignorance on this one. I have no idea, but I tell you who they were not. They were not union members. First thing we went in, we asked, you're seeing the clip right here, we asked one of these picketers, what local are you part of? She looks behind her and says, hey, what local are we part of? What's a local? Then I think this guy was, he's the guy you'll probably see with the rainbow sombrero, comes up, and I ask him, are these people unionized? He goes, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Were they giving out free food?
No, they were not giving out free food. It was 94 degrees. I mean, I tell you, my heart went out to these guys. I went down from my office. I was outside for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I mean, it was just miserable.
Were they paying them?
They think they were paying them. Yeah, I mean, at the end, you see, when we broke out the camera, they broke up the picket. and you see them all signing. You see them all signing off on a list. So I'm assuming that's the pay list there. Of course, when I asked, are they getting health benefits, I got the flat-out answer, no.
Oh well, they were
seconds.
paying them with dignity and respect.
Of course.
That's what they were paying
yeah.
them
That's what
with.
And a
every
carton of
union
cigarettes.
contract-
Absolutely.
A carton of cigarettes, did you say? Shame on you, Charles Payne.
It fell off the back of a truck.
Vincent Vernuccio, a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
So thanks for having me.
We head back to